Again, we're now doing the 2012 survey.
Because that's the actual year.
Yeah, we're in. We
2012.
gotta do this quickly though, because I'm going to Cumbria.
We
in
didn't
a bit.
die.
Yeah. Question 1 is, why are you called that?
My first name is Wilson because it's a cool name, and there's no actual real reason to be called Wilson. I was originally going to be
You're
called...
named after the character from the film in which Tom Cruise gets stranded on an island.
I would love to think that it was because I was named after a basketball, but I'm not.
No. Delaney.
Delaney. My dad is from New Zealand, but the majority of his family were Irish, and the original name was O'Delaney. But when they came over to England and then consequently New Zealand, they thought if we drop the O, no one will think we're Irish, apart from the fact they spent all their times in pubs with potatoes. Peter is my middle name, and that's because it's both my grandparents' name. Why are you called that, Adam Dixon?
I'm called Adam because my parents thought it was a good name, so they called me it.
I like the reason for it. No real reason.
It's not particularly.
Both of our names, it's just that's happened.
Yeah, and Dixon is because I imagine some point my ancestor was the son of a person called Richard, and I'm the son of a person called Richard, so my dad is Dick Dixon, and I'm Adam Dixon, which could be interpreted as Adam Dick's son. And yeah,
appropriate, really.
And my middle name is Finley because my dad had a friend when he lived in Scotland called Finley.
Nice.
Okay, second question. Favourite school teacher?
Tell us about my favourite school teacher. My favourite school teacher was actually my English teacher last year, Miss Stevens. She was an absolute legend, and we basically spent the entire of each lesson debating and discussing. But we debated and discussed actually important, valuable subjects and topics for life. And she even made the boring stuff like practicing exam questions quite interesting. She's no longer at school, I'm afraid. She moved to Berlin. Teach English there.
No matter what you say now, she can't come for you.
What?
If you said anything bad about her, she wouldn't be able to come to you now. She's in Berlin.
Yeah, but why would I say she's my favourite school teacher? Why would I say anything bad?
She might disagree with something you said, like saying, "Oh, you said practicing exam questions are boring."
Well, they are.
My favourite school teacher is probably Mr. Trapp. Because I had him
cool.
in year 8
I never had
English.
He's good though.
And yeah, he is a stand-up comedian, but he's also, well, part-time sort of thing. And he's also an English teacher, and so he's very funny, and he kept stuff interesting. And we spent most of the year watching James Bond films.
To be fair, the only thing I dislike about him is quite a lot of his material comes from Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some original stuff in there, but there are quite a bit which I'm listening to and you think, actually, sir, that's Eddie Izzard. But I wouldn't say because he's bigger than me.
Yeah, very.
He's very
he's
tall.
pretty tall.
Yeah, I couldn't take him in a fight.
It's what was it? First gig.
First gig.
First gig.
I suppose my first gig with my parents was probably like CBeebies Proms in the Park, but like my first
I envy you.
It was amazing.
Proms in the Park with CBeebies.
Bob the Builder was there, but my first like proper gig, as I call it, was again with my parents. We went to Sheffield to see Arctic Monkeys. And they had it was supported by like Supergrass and Amy Winehouse, and that was the last gig she did before she went really dodgy, which was amazing. That was the last gig before she went really dodgy. So that was my first proper gig. I've been to lots since, but that's my first proper one. What about you? First gig?
Well, my first gig I probably went to was actually when I was like 4, and I went to see my dad, because my dad does like salsa, drumming things. But my first like proper gig wasn't actually that long ago. It was only like a couple of years ago when I went to see Twin Atlantic.
Starting
at
the deep end.
Yeah.
I like to call it. Starting at the deep end.
Thrown in the deep end, and in a mosh pit, which was terrifying.
When you've not experienced a mosh pit before, it is the most terrifying thing.
And it was a pretty intense one.
Yeah, no, I went to Sonosville, and the mosh pits there are crazy. I got a cigarette burn in a mosh pit when Bill Bailey played. I was in a comedy mosh pit, and I got injured.
I saw someone hold up their iPhone and they dropped it and it got stamped into oblivion.
Every time you see someone hold up their iPad at a concert, you're legally allowed to punch them. Because one, they're a pretentious prat for bringing an iPad to a concert.
Look at
and
how
two,
big my
tablet is. You can't see because they're so damn big.
What is the next question?
Strangest food you have ever eaten?
Shall I?
Yeah, you can answer that one because I asked it.
Fish fingers in custard.
I've not eaten it. I need to eat it. I love Doctor Who and I haven't eaten it yet. What was it like?
It tastes amazing.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
It tastes pretty much like what it is, just fish fingers
custard
with
fish
custard,
fingers.
but it tastes very good.
I've eaten. I'm quite adventurous when it comes to food. Actually, I try quite a lot.
Have you ever had pedigree horse semen?
I've not had pedigree horse semen. Have you?
Once or twice.
How can that be below fish fingers and custard in the strangest food you've ever eaten?
I thought everyone had it.
No. I think the strangest food I've eaten was probably in Australia, where I ate shark, which isn't that strange. But like, I've had opportunity. Well, actually, I lie. I went to a Maori village in New Zealand, and they had some really strange stuff there. I can't remember any of it. All I remember was like
Ox testicle.
I don't think it was. I think that might have been one of the things actually. It's like I'm a celebrity kind of weird stuff. They had ants and bugs and stuff, but they were really nice. Actually, quite like chocolate covered ants, which is weird.
Next question.
Quite nice. Next question was. What the fuck was the next question? What have we done? We've done. Why are you called that? Favourite school teacher.
Weirdest food.
First gig. There's one more. Favourite place in the world. Adam Dixon. Favourite. Oh, me. I don't really have a favourite place in the world. I like lots of places. I can't really rank them. One of the coolest places I've been is Reykjavik in Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say go on holiday, go to Iceland, go to Reykjavik. No, you've got to go to Iceland for another reason. But in terms of cities, it's pretty cool. Wellington in New Zealand is pretty cool. But I'd probably say my favourite place is where cool people are, because I prefer people to places and stuff. Adam Dixon, favourite place.
So right now, right here is among your favourite places.
No, no, it's not. Sorry, Adam.
Well, thanks for that.
It's okay.
Well, we both went to Belgium, but I wouldn't say that's my favourite place. But it was pretty. It was
interesting. It was interesting.
And I'm not as well travelled as you in terms of distance. I mean, I haven't left Europe.
Yeah.
Ever.
Europe is pretty cool though.
I went to Spain, but everyone's been to Spain.
I've not been to Spain.
You've never?
I've never been to Spain.
Oh, that's mind blowing. I thought like it was a legal requirement.
Everyone has to go to Spain.
But I've went to. I go to Edinburgh. Well, I used to go to Edinburgh a lot because my cousins lived there. Now they live in Cumbria, and I'm going to them.
How far away is Cumbria?
In 3 minutes.
Is Cumbria in Scotland?
It's just outside of Scotland.
Outside.
It's quite a long drive, and I'm about to take it in a few minutes. In fact, I'm probably running late. So, final question. Who do we want to do it next?
I've already answered that. Yeah. It was Annabelle, links and doobly-doo and stuff. Right, have fun.
Bye.
Subscribe to me.
Subscribe to Wilson.
Link in the doobly-doo.
Yes.
You have to put it there now.
I've already put one in the previous
Excellent.
video, but yes.
Yay,
Bye.
bye.